Hey everyone, it's Cherry, and today I have a soft-spoken video for you because quite a lot of people requested a soft-spoken video instead of a whispered video. And I know it's been a while. I was really busy with university because I'm graduating this semester, so there was a lot to do, and I just got back to my country from my trip to Greece. So yeah, I thought it was time to finally make another video. I want to show you guys some stuff, and I want to talk about something that is my kind of obsession. No, I don't want to say obsession, but it's something that I really like, and something that I have been liking for, let's say, 11 years already, and that is my big passion, or my love for the game World of Warcraft. And now I really sound like a geek, but I really love that game. So yes, I really love the game World of Warcraft. It started when I was around, I think, yeah, I was 9 years old, and I went to my cousin's house just with my mom to have a tea or whatever. So one day he played this fantasy looking game with elves and beautiful fantasy looking places, and I just really liked all these fantasy things. I've always liked it since I was a young child. So I asked him what the name of the game was, and he said World of Warcraft. So he was just playing it for a couple of hours, and I just watched him playing, and I really liked it just because I saw elves and I saw fantasy places. So I was already kind of sold and obsessed, and I was like, I really want to play this game. So I went to my parents, and my cousin told me the game was not free. You had to pay for the game, and you had to pay for, like, you had to pay a monthly fee to play the game. So back then I was 9 years old. And I asked my parents, can I please get this game for my 10th birthday? So they asked me how much did it cost, how much does it cost, and back then I got pocket money from my parents, which was around 15 euros per month. And I know that World of Warcraft back then was 27 euros to play for 60 days. So 2 months of my pocket money would be 30 euros, so that would be just enough to pay for the subscription of the game, and I would still have 3 euros left. So I was begging my parents, please, can you buy me this game? I have enough money to pay for it. My parents were like, you don't want to buy anything else from the money? I was like, no, I really want to play this game. So when I was 10 years old, I got the game, and I was so happy. I knew that my English was not very good back then, but you know, I knew some basics, but it was still not advanced enough to understand anything of the game. But that was alright. I was the biggest noob ever, but I really enjoyed the game. I was just running around as an elf, just in this open fantasy world. And because I was so young, it just left such a huge impression on me, and I became slightly obsessed, or let's say highly addicted to the game. I was playing it every single day, and because you have to pay for it per month, I just wanted to get everything out of the money and out of the gaming time. So I just, yeah, played every day, the whole day, and I became very addicted. But now I still play the game every now and then, not as often as I used to, and the older I got, the more breaks I took in between. But yeah, I've been playing the game for, let's say, 11 years now or something, and I still play it, but I don't pay for it anymore. I play on a private server. But yeah, throughout the years there were more game expansions and fan arts or fan books and stuff like that, so I got some of these, which made me very happy back then, and I will show you my kind of small collection. So unfortunately, I moved to, well, that's not the bad thing, but I moved to a new house, and unfortunately I lost some of the stuff that I used to have. So I saved all my gaming cards, and I had this huge pile of all the cards that I saved, but I think I threw them away or I lost them, I don't know. I also lost the cover of the original game, but I do have the original game, but I don't have the paper or the box that was around it. So this is it. The original World of Warcraft game. The first one. And it's so sad that I lost the cover or the box, because it was really cool. And I remember that I was so excited that I got this. I brought this game with me to school, elementary school, and I showed it to all my classmates, and I was like, look, this is the present that I got for my 10th birthday. And I remember all the kids were like, okay, whatever, I mean, if that's what makes you happy. But I was so happy, and I even, like, I gave it to all the kids in the classroom. Like they could look at it and pass it to the next person, but they didn't understand anything, and it's all in English, so. And I remember that I always looked at the back, and I've read every single piece at the back over and over again, and I looked at all the images, and it made me so excited and happy. Okay, let's open it. Ooh. There we go, all the 4 original CDs. So I played the game for, I don't know how long it took, but I still remember the first time they announced that there would be a expansion pack, and I was so happy because, I don't know, more content and more stuff to do in game. And just keep in mind, I was really young and I was a big noob, and I had no idea what I was doing. I never reached the maximum level in the game because I was just running around and doing nothing, but still I was really happy to hear that that would be a expansion pack. The Burning Crusade. And for this one I still have the original cover, as you can see. And I always loved the fan art. I think it looks Well, not the fan art, but just the art in general. It looks really good. And I remember that everybody was waiting at the store until it was midnight so that they could get it right away, but I was too young, so I was not allowed to do that. But I pre-ordered the game, so the same day it was just laying in front of my front door in a package, and I had to go to school that day, but I remember that the whole day I was waiting to get home and I was so excited. I couldn't pay attention at all. I just wanted to get home and start playing. So let's open this up. I hope you can see it. And I've looked at this so many times. It still makes me happy. And then after that there was a second expansion pack. Second expansion pack called The Wrath of the Lich King. And I still have the box or the cover for this one as well. And for this one I was also so excited. It looks so beautiful. I really love the art. My cat is looking at me like, what are you doing? And it's such a shame that so many people who play this game these days, they don't know about this. They just buy the digital version. They just buy the digital version and they will never know about this, which was the best thing. But after this expansion I had quite a long break with the game because I felt like after this one the game, I don't know, I didn't like it that much after this one. The next expansions were kind of a turn off for me. So I tried them, of course, but I just paid for 1 month of subscription, and after that I just quit for a while, and then I tried again, and then I had another break, and that's how it went for the last years. And after this I didn't buy any real copies of the game. I just bought the games online. So these are the only real versions of the game that I have. Um, but yeah, that's not enough. I also have more to show you. So I believe after the first expansion, they released some kind of book, and the book is in English originally, but they released a Dutch version, and because I was so young, I thought it would be better for me to understand it in my own language. So I got a book, and it's a book for well, it's about Warcraft, but the storyline of Warcraft and the storyline of World of Warcraft, they are kind of related and kind of the same. It starts with Warcraft and it continues in World of Warcraft. So I started reading the book again. It's this book, and it's called The Day of the Dragon, if I translate it. And for the people who are into Warcraft and World of Warcraft and the storylines, this book is it's about the Burning Legion and about Ronin. I don't know if you guys know Ronin. He's quite a big character in the lore of the game, and I think it was also about the like all the dragons and the about Dalaran and all the mages. It's really interesting because if you read the book, you can recognize the lore in the game, and that's what made me so hyped. Let's see if I can find more. I believe it's also about Farisa. She's also kind of a big character in the game. Then I got 3 other books. I ordered them at the same time. So I still need to read them. I started in this one. I think I'm almost finished with this one. This one is about Arthas, the Lich King, and it's about his life, and it starts when he's still a little child, and it just explains how he became the Lich King, how he became important, how he became where he is right now, and or was. It is really interesting to read because I really like the lore, and you can really recognize stories and quests and in-game in-game stuff. And then the other one, this one is about Jaina Proudmoore, and all the books are a bit connected because in this one Jaina also plays a big part. So you can read about her in this book, and in this book you can read more about her and her own story, and I really like the characters, so that's why I want to read more about them. I think Arthas is a really interesting character. Jaina I don't know a lot about, which is why I thought it would be interesting. Then another character that I really like, Illidan. I think many people who don't play these games, they know this guy. They have probably seen him somewhere. So I'm really excited for this book. But my favorite character in the whole game and lore is Lady Sylvanas. Sylvanas Windrunner. But I couldn't find a book about her, or they didn't ship it to my country. But maybe after I finish these books, I will see if I can find one. Even though I already know most of her lore, I don't mind reading about it again. Then, the last things I want to show you are these. So these are comic books, and I know that there's a whole collection of them, but I just saw these in a shop like 2 years ago, and even though they are in Dutch, I really wanted to have them. I wouldn't buy any books in Dutch now because my cat is seeing a bird outside and acting a bit weird. Where is it? Oh, there's a bird like right here outside of my window. 2 birds. Okay. So if I would buy a book now, I would prefer English because the Dutch translations are really weird and off, and it just sounds really bad. I think if you're not English speaker, then you can probably recognize what I mean. But it's alright. I just really liked reading the books, and I really love art and drawing and comics, so seeing a comic of my favorite game was like, I don't know, I just had to buy this immediately. So I think yeah, this is the first one. And I think the Warcraft people, the Warcraft lovers, they will recognize these characters. I hope you do. And this is Valeera. She's also quite an important or main character in the lore. And let me show you some of the arts inside. This comic takes place in Dire Maul, I believe. It's been a while since I read it. Here you can see some ogres. The Dark Portal. This is Thrall, by the way. Let me see. think it looks really cool. Let's see if I can find another important character. Oh, there are some trolls and undead and even goblins. There are already goblins in this one. Then the next one is this one. Oh, I think this one takes place in Dire Maul and the other one in, like, I don't know, Thunder Bluff, somewhere outside the city. There's Valeera. But the thing is, because they are in Dutch, they have to be translated, and I think someone just translated only a few and then quit because I couldn't find any more versions of these comics. I really want to read the rest, but I just couldn't find it. If you guys are wondering, I play Alliance, by the way. I've played Horde, especially Blood Elf, and I like Orc and Undead as well, but somehow I always keep returning to Alliance. I can play both, though. If all of my friends would play Horde, then I would probably switch, but I just really like the Alliance areas, and I like the Alliance mounts, and I just really love Night Elves, and I like Draenei as well. So I'm a girl, and the aesthetic part plays a big role for me. Here we have the annoying harpies. Anyone who plays the game knows exactly what I mean by annoying harpies. They have really big boobs on these pictures though. Not that I mind. And then the final one. Here's another one of my favorite characters, Tyrande. Or Tyrande, I don't know how you say it. Those are all of the kind of World of Warcraft stuff and things that I have. So I have the original games, I have a few books actually, I have some comic books, and I think that's it. I was thinking about maybe buying these small toys or dolls, and I don't know, maybe later. I just can't get enough of it. So I hope you really liked it. I hope you found it interesting, and for the people who are not into games, I hope that you still enjoyed the video and found it relaxing. Let me know what you thought about the soft speaking, because I'm normally into whispering. If I speak too fast or too loud, or if there's anything that I should improve, please let me know. Criticism, good criticism is always a good thing. So thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any requests, let me know as well. So thanks again, and I see you next time. Bye bye.